Hello everyone, Azzapp here and welcome to a very requested video, which is reviewing a Tryhard Thursday game. If you guys don't know, on Thursdays we try to play as tryhard as possible with camera off and microphone off, so I can focus primarily on gameplay. Given that I'm a streamer, a lot of my attention is dedicated to the stream, and it's very difficult to keep up with the highest elos. And I haven't played games off-stream in years, so that is my way to simulate the off-stream tryhard performance. And yeah, last week we had a really good score. We had like, I think 5-1, 5-2, and we did some banger games. And this game is a versus Annie in particular. So we're going to go over it and I'll try to voice over my reasoning and thoughts and how you should try to lane. Now, vel'koz in general is a very passive laner. I assume a lot of you know how to stay alive and just farm and survive. And that's kind of the core. It's very easy to play 50% win rate playstyles vel'koz. But what most people struggle, especially in Season 11, is try to create advantage. And this is one of the matches where you can actually do that. It's Annie. And we're going to try our damn best to create advantage. So you will notice that in my playstyle. We get the mana flow banned on the standard spots, which I explained in the guide, as per usual. And now, here comes the laning phase. Instant Q to try and create pressure. I don't mind this trading, honestly, because I will have faster push than any. So the general idea is I take the attack speed rune, by the way. One attack speed rune, that's why it's 0.69. And now we're just trying to auto attack. Notice I'm not missing any auto attacks. It's just I'm always trying to weave them in unless it's going to cost me minions. That was absolutely atrocious. And see, like, you'll see my farm at the end of the game. It's pretty alright. And even though I farmed this terribly, okay? So keep that in mind. You too, chat, can do this. You too can have insane gameplay. I was a little bit distracted in this first wave because we were talking about some stuff, and yeah, that was just a terrible level 1, cost me 1 potion, but no big deal in this matchup because the general idea of the playstyle is going well. Let's push her in, create advantage. Okay, that's my level 2 warding spot usually. If I can create prio on the second wave, I will ward over, and then you can look at the buffs. As you can see, I'm typing here. He has red buff, he obviously is a fiddle, so he has to go top side. So we now immediately know 3 minutes Fiora or me are getting ganked, most likely. Or he's going for full clear. Also, it splits the map kind of diagonally, even though Rek'Sai is bot. So, yeah, I also played, I think, with delay, so we uncover the map. Here you can see, like, the classic combos. Is the backwards Q combo there, pushing her into the wave. And it's just the classic what you want to do, because you put her in the wave, plus you clear the wave. It's a double advantage. Okay, now it's 3 minutes. Now we can expect Fiddle kinda to start operating. As you can see, I think Rek'Sai pinged it. Yep, we got a Rek'Sai ping on the top crab. Now I'm just trying to get rid of this wave while hovering my safe side, because I know I'm safe from bottom side. So yeah, I think we recovered the minions. I only missed 4, which is, it's not the best, but it's alright. At this moment, we're equal, me and Annie. So this is just a little bit of map awareness. And here comes what I like to call mirror play. This is what I like to teach this when I'm coaching. Because we knew that the map was split up diagonally. Their bot lane didn't really pay attention. So they also kind of got out pressured and they got kind of low. But they didn't respect this possibility of Rek'Sai being down there. Now, what we have to do is we have to respect the possibility of Fiddle being topside. That's the mirror play, because he's not countering bot lane. And in this very case, in a lot of cases you can use that as a shorthand, but in this case we kind of know why he's not countering. Because they split the map and they're going to take each other's crabs and they get all the buffs. So, it's just a classic 50-50 map, so you just hover safe side and play a bit safer. So you'll notice here, even though I know I'm better ahead, like I'm better in this matchup, I don't play aggressive. Because I know there's a play being made at the bottom side. Here, I'm stepping a little bit far forward because then he has no stun. I can count that. You can see the counter here. She has 1-2 stacks. She had 0 before this. So you can keep track of her stun. If she doesn't have it, it's not a huge threat of a gank. So now, alarm goes up. She can queue up 2 to 3 abilities right now. She has 3 abilities. So she can stun me. So notice my positioning. I'm so far away that even if Fiddle is here, without ult, he can't do anything. Okay, what the fuck did I do? Don't worry about it, chat. Okay, we're back. I kind of ruined the video. Okay, we fixed it. So yeah, this is that very same play where I'm trying to set up the minion refund here. She kind of tries and I panically drop a combo. Because I was kind of expecting Fiddle there, but it doesn't really matter because she can't push that far and she can't push that fast and she used abilities plus the cannon wave. It's a very good timing to recall. So also I did a little bit of pre-calculation for the recall. Notice how I get my mana full at the time I purchase. So now we run back to lane, and you can see I didn't even miss a cannon. That's why you generally recall on cannon waves, because you can pick it up there. Because it's pre-5 minutes. If you recall post-5, with the cannon she can push and get the plate. But pre-5 mid lane turrets are tankier. They're chunky, and they don't really get penetrated. No one ever pushes for that. That's a big mistake. So she has to respond in kind there with a recall. And at this point, it's about even, this lane, which is totally fine. I just want to get to the level 5-6 and make a play. Now we know they're top side. I have that offset prio because I did a recall slightly earlier, so I have a mini prio here. And I just use it. Notice I don't stand idly, just sitting mid lane waiting for like Annie. I go and try to be proactive. There was a semi-roam top lane, which are very common, and you'll see people do them very often in high elo. It's, you just go halfway to the point in the river, like a point of not losing anything. You can always return. If you go commit to the top lane, it's a point of no return, so you miss an entire wave. But from there, you can catch the wave without missing literally anything. But in case something happens, you're already halfway there. Okay, so you come to the halfway point and then you decide whether you continue the gank. Sometimes you'll be thwarted by seeing a pink ward or a crab that they took. And like a lot of things will stop you, so you can just, okay, I'll go back. So yeah, now we go back to lane, and this is where I want to play a bit more aggressive. This is where I really want to create prio, because this is where she has a huge disadvantage in push. Notice how I got only level 2 levels in W, because I don't need more. I don't really need more to outpush any. That's a really good attempt by Alistar. Okay, look at my W, how it's positioned. That W has a pretty high chance to actually hit her, like, as well, even if she flashes, if she does a poor flash. Because I position it in such a way that it touches her just ever so slightly, trying to predict her movement after. She does a really smooth flash, so she doesn't get hit by the true damage. But we just kept that as a possibility, because why not, you know? Yeah, now I'm doing some banter with Fiddle, because he wrote. And now, this is a very rough position for Annie, and this is a good position for me. So in mid lane, there are 3 states of being. You're either behind, or ahead, or neutral. Okay. So far the lane was kind of neutral, but I wanted the force because I would be in an advantageous position after trading because I have easier lethal. Okay. So now I'm ahead and she's behind. And what you generally want to do when you're behind, you want to leave with minimum losses. When you're ahead, you want enemies to stay. So notice here I'm gonna do like I will bend over backwards to make her stay on this wave. Okay, so you'll see that right now. I just don't want her to leave ever because I know I'm getting 6. She has no flash. She's easy pickings, and I just want to kill her. Like every time she stands still, I'll just rile her up a little bit. The wave is also pushing towards me, so that's why I'm not pushing it. If you notice, like you could easily just push this wave and like give her farm. But here, look at the cannon. Look at the wave. Like the wave is pushing towards me, and if she leaves, I get a freeze. So that's why we're holding it like this. Notice the cannon. The cannon just dies because I timed my Q at the moment of cannon, so she has to choose, do I risk dying or lose cannon? Now she might want to recall. I don't think so. And like at this point, there's a couple of options for her. Call Fiddle, together they push and get the wave in so they can bounce it. Or she just pulls the band-aid off as fast as possible, leaves immediately, comes back with like... She lost a bit, but not horribly. But because I interrupt her a couple of times and I keep zoning her, I'm at a huge advantage here, okay? So this wave is just a complete fucking freeze, and I don't even want to recall. I have 400 gold, which I can turn into efficiency. I deduced here that getting this experience advantage would be better for me than actually like taking this 400 gold. I could have shoved it, been like 10 CS ahead and that'd be fine. But I just want it to be close to me, and I just want to freeze this as much as possible to deny many, many minions. Now kind of my internal timer is about to light up, and I know she's coming, so I just want to soften the wave, because I don't want her to push me in, because that would mean she has pressure. The bot lane play is being made, so yeah, I'm just playing safe. I'm still at my side, we don't know where Fiddle is. I'm not doing anything stupid even though I'm ahead. Can we press tab? Thank you, Azzapp from past. Okay, notice how we were equal? Now I'm 20 CS ahead. like that. From equal to 20 CS ahead. And that's how you maximize the advantage. You'll see when I'm coaching lower elo, you're going to watch games where the one team is like 21-9 in kills. And they're going to be like 3,000 gold ahead. But if you're watching professionals, they'll be like 4-2, and they're going to have 7,000 gold advantage. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. You want to maximize the lead off of tiny advantages. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Now this is a moment where I just have to forfeit a little bit of pressure. There's any, and I'm pinging for Rek'Sai. Yes, yeah, why wouldn't I? Rek'Sai is literally behind her and she has no flash, so she's just too easy right now to pick up. If Rek'Sai shows up, she dies. I don't know if he does. We'll see, but I'll adapt either way and I'll try to explain what we do. Obviously I'm not, even though like, yeah, Rek'Sai recalls. And I'm just not going like crazy like a monkey here. Like, if you lack discipline, you might take the bait here of going really aggro. And it might work, okay? I might hit everything and kill her because she has no flash. But also, their jungler might ult me from my raptors on the bottom side, on the left side. Look at our vision. It's non-existent. Rek'Sai recalling, Kai'Sa recalling, Alistar off the map coming from a recall. Okay, we have literally nothing on the map. So that's called the flip playstyle. You're very often hear that in high elo. It's like, this guy's flipping so hard. And that's when you just go aggressive without any understanding of what the hell is happening on the map. It might work or it might not. But it's a bad path because it leads you towards 50% win rate. Because today is going to work, tomorrow it's not going to work. And you'll be like, dude, I was stronger in lane. Why am I losing? Because you flipped your advantage. You just went on a coin flip. Here is just proper discipline. I bait her in because of a nice Q, backwards Q combo. Again, I'm playing from a comfortable spot. I'm not chasing her. I'm letting her come to me. And she could have just ran away from the Q. Like, these are very volatile Qs from vel'koz. If I shoot a max range one, I probably won't catch her, especially with her E movement speed. And she just runs away by taking a Q. Okay, so if she runs backwards, she runs the risk of getting hit by Q. But if she runs towards me, and I predict it, she runs the risk of dying, because now she's all of a sudden in a range of full combo, plus I'm not overextending. I'm still on my side. And that's exactly what happens. So I'm kind of hedging my bets here. I predict her rotation, because notice she kept moving towards me before I recast it, which makes it a full prediction. And then it's just easy lethal level 6. And now, shove the wave. Pure shove the wave. I missed that 1 minion. I'm trash. I wanted to hit the bounce. And here, I do not push for plate. Okay? Now, I'm ahead very nicely, but I'm not pushing for plate. Because I deemed that there's not enough minions to penetrate it. Also, I could maybe brute force a minion. I hate recalling here because look at my gold. My gold is awkward. Okay, I can't get 100% gold efficiency. I don't have a really good calculation for it. But I still pulled the plug because Fiddle level 6 could one-shot me under turret. I run the risk of offsetting myself from Annie, which gives her a comeback. Okay, let's say I stay one more wave and I recall, then Annie comes, she shoves, I lose prio, she roams, makes a play, gets a shutdown bot lane, let's say, and then boom, they're back in the game. Because I offset the prio for a little bit. So I want to match her recall. Notice her recall, she gets up in 7, I recall in 6. So we're going to converge at the same time. And then again, the old order of, like, old dominance hierarchy prevails. It's like, I'm better than her, it's my lane, okay? Get out. So I don't ever want to let her play for a moment alone. So I just want to come back and control that. Even though the purchase is just so awkward here. Like, look at this gold. What am I going to do with 700? So what I do is I think, yeah, okay, you just go for damage. I'm not even going to, I'm planning to build Ludens here because it makes more sense than Landry's for sure. Landry's alright, but if you're this far ahead, you kind of want to snowball with Ludens. But I still buy this because, sure, well, why the hell not, you know? And yeah, she came, if you notice, she came slightly faster than me. And that's due to when you die, you get home guards. So and that's why if I overextended, I would have lost prio for a while. Now it's time to regain control. You immediately soften the wave. Immediately. Also, if you're every mage has its own wave clear patterns, and you'll notice my farm will get it's gonna be decent in this game. So if you're a vel'koz player, which a lot of you are, you can re-watch this video and specifically focus on how I clear waves to optimize my mana usage and how to control the waves and all that, because every mage has its own wave clear patterns, and I'm pretty decent at vel'koz ones. So you'll see how I clear the wave. So now we got 25 CS advantage and a kill, which is pretty damn solid. For like a advantage out of nowhere. Another beautiful backwards Q combo, clipping her with a Q. And what is happening right now, chat? What is happening right now, let's say? What is this area? What is this? This is the same old paradigm. One guy's behind, one guy's ahead. What do? Don't let her recall. Don't let her recall. We don't do that, okay? So this is how you extend the advantage. And now you know she's not going to recall because there's a huge wave with the cannon coming in. You just know she's not going to recall. Also notice I'm not a monkey and following this cannon wave while she has a stun and just trying to like, oh, she low, me kill. No, that's moronic. So we still don't know where Fiddle is. He's unaccounted for. Nautilus not roaming. Rek'Sai is too far away for a counter. And even if he's close for a counter, they're so fast, okay? Any stun, Fiddle stun, they just kill you in like 2 seconds. Even if Rek'Sai was close to me, I'd probably still do this. So notice how I do this first. I hover towards my Rek'Sai side, and I ward out of vision. Because the wave already pushed in, she didn't see me come here, okay? She didn't know I came here to ward. So if they had vision on me, that would be a risky one, because Fiddle could have ulted me from the Raptor pit. But now I do it like this, and I'm still hovering bottom side. This is the mirror play rule again, coming in. I do another attempt from seemingly safe position. Now I quickly just shift the bot lane, and we know the Fiddle is there, which is like green light for me. Like, do whatever you want to do, go nuts, because now I don't care. Now all bets are off. There's no safety for her. There's no that like call your mom card. There's no Fiddle coming in. So now again, push zone. These zones may look pointless, but you're just denying her minions at the end of the day. Another recall cancelled. Why not? Okay, now there's a choice. Do you recall like this, or do you push another wave? Because I'm gonna have 2 Ws very fast. I'm gonna push it still one more wave, and also because she might have faked it. Okay, let's say she fakes the recall there. Now you take the bait and you're like, okay, I pushed her out. She recalled. I recall myself. And she stays. She gets the wave, she leaves, you leave, and then she absorbs all the CS. You want to deny as much as possible. You want her to leave humiliated without the wave. Okay? So notice here, because I have super fast shove with the Ws, and I farmed up 2 Ws. I poked only with Q under turret. I didn't use Ws. Now we get 6 minions like that, and guess what? She stayed. She was potentially faking it. Now again, we're just gonna rinse and repeat until she gives me more, okay? We always want more. We always want more, but without like compromising ourselves. Again, Vivi auto attacks of the plate. We're trying to zone her. Boom, okay. So the first ones I could give, these... Nope. Another interrupt, okay? Now we know she's not recalling just yet. And yeah, let's just push another one. It's a cannon wave. Cannon wave big. We go back. And if she misses the cannon, it's horrible for her. Also, when we see Fiddle and Nautilus there, so it's perfect time for me to reset. And she left. Coincidentally, now, she felt like, okay, it snapped, I can't stay any longer. She recalls, which is pretty bad. She could have probably absorbed this one due to Nautilus and Fiddlestic coming here. So that's a mistake by any. Also, every time she overstayed, if I was coaching her, I would flame the shit out of her. Because she's staying and losing minions for free. We were in a seemingly equal matchup. And now, you'll see the advantage. Here I just optimized with my gold efficiency by buying Verdant Barrier. It's like, whatever. Just don't want to die. And now if you look at it, 40 CS. 40 CS, 2 plates. And a kill. It's like out of nowhere. Okay, that is a massive. If this is competitive, they surrender. The game's over. They open. Like, it's just over. It's a humongous advantage. So now we go back. We try to do the... Okay, wait. What the fuck happened? That was too much of a skip. It's a long VOD. Okay, so here again. You wanna... I guess I wasn't really paying attention. So he was topside with Nautilus. So I'm guessing I just had a hunch that he wasn't like squirming around on the top side, because the only way I lose this lane is by a Fiddle gank right now. So I guess I kind of predicted him here. Landed a really nice combo. It was incomplete, so we don't really get him unless I do that. That's a really good hit. A little bit of vel'koz laugh, and yeah, that's just devastating for him because we forced out his stopwatch plus killed him. And now, without ult, I can't really threaten a devastating freeze. Okay, without ult, I can't really threaten because there's no lethal for me. If you go in a trade, we're just gonna trade. She's gonna ult, and like I just go low and reset. So I don't really want to freeze because it's gonna provoke her to go in. So I'm just gonna do the thing I do better. If I had ult, I'd probably freeze then look to kill her. But because I don't, I just go. I'm better at pushing. Okay, let's bounce it. Plus, we know there's no fiddle to gank me. So now their bot laners are missing. So I also am kind of wary of that. Notice I'm playing scared again, even though I'm huge right now. Because yeah, you're just waiting to see enough like data. So you want to see enough people on the map. What are they doing? And yeah, we're always doing something. We're not idle, so we kind of fixed our farm. Even though I had that early very shit farm. And yeah, boom, there's the Nautilus. Because they didn't defend the bot lane turn. That was my hint. Like, they weren't defending bot lane turn, so they must be making something, some other trade of equal value, because that's what they want to do. If your losing team cannot defend one thing, make a play on the other side. It's a classic thing. So, because they lost the third without defending it, I'm like, okay, they might be up to something. So I don't even waste any summoners. I think I lose a plate, do I? Because that was very low. Do I squeeze it in? Yeah, I lost a plate here. It was a bit too fishy for me. Right now, Fiddle was already back, and Nautilus was still missing at the time plate died. So, yeah, that's 160 gold to charity. But it's erring on the side of caution. And that's why we do these, like, try-hard Thursdays, because I don't tend to do that on stream. Like, on stream, I grade all the time for highlights and Poggers gameplay, you know? But if I'm playing pure try-hard, I'll type more, and I'll err on the side of caution and just try to keep up my KDA and not mess it up. Again, everyone's missing. We don't make stupid plays. I'm stronger, we don't make stupid plays. Discipline. Discipline is like the best thing you can learn for solo queue, straight up, by far. Knowing when you can do stuff. And now there's potential 3 men, potential 4 men seeing Xayah there. So that can be 4 men mid lane. Notice how I clear right at the edge of my W, because I don't want to step closer. Okay? Now I'm just trying to see more info. Okay, we see Fiddle is top. Again, grab her by the balls, go close to the turret. And yeah, now we ping the team, because there's a potential of any roaming top. And if she roams, that's our nice comeback for her. This is one of the frustrating things in solo queue. You can delete someone in lane and beat them, but they roam and they get a kill on your teammates. And that's where your teammates kind of have to respect your pings, okay? Because if they overextend there and lose, they're going to be like, oh, mid-diff. You know, and he roamed, he didn't. But a lot of people don't understand there's like proper positions to roam. And here I can get something way, way better than actually like trailing behind a very weak Annie, okay? They can just play it a bit safe and she's out of the game, literally. But yeah, luckily they killed him, so Annie doesn't present a nice threat. And then I have a cannon, which is really good at destroying plates. So I can even hit the 4th plate. Usually 4th plate would be horrible to deal with. But yeah, we do that. And now we're just pressuring. Another ward on the bottom side. I'm very safe there. We can't get this turret though in the meantime, so I'll probably play a bit safer now. Also, we need to look for a reset, guys. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. We're gonna be looking for a reset very soon. I really want to get the turret because it's a third plate is expiring, but the turret is worth more. But notice I'm still not flipping it. I needed one more auto attack, and I could probably invest summoners just to get it. But I'm not flipping it, because I respect Tryndamere. I'm ahead of him. 1 level, better in items. But he's still Tryndamere. With a lot of people missing on the map, so... If I miss 1 E on Tryndamere, he kills me. So you gotta be very careful. That's a nice combo. And here, I think I ult him, yeah? Yeah, okay. What's the reasoning for this ult? You throw a Q like super wide, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit, not ever. Okay, that Q is just wide as fuck. But I ult him at 2 stacks, or I ult him at 1 stack because I need 2 stacks. So what's gonna happen is, if you look at his HP with the stacks, the true damage proc will pop at the exact timing that is gonna execute him. Okay, it's a little bit of like an internal calculation, but it's highly complex. Like, let's say if he had 2 stacks, my ult would pop too early, and then he would panic and press R. But my reasoning was, okay, he's on 1 stack, my ult will deal this amount of HP, let's say, before it procs, and then the proc is just going to get him immediately to 0. So that was the reasoning, that he wasn't going to press R. And you'll notice that it's exactly what happens. And then, like, they're like, oh, Tryndamere, press R, you know? But you gotta get in their mentality and kind of try to read what they're gonna do. And because I play Tryndamere, I kind of know how they think. And vel'koz true damage proc is the bane of Tryndamere, trust me. Cho'Gath ult, vel'koz true damage proc, all those executions are just... You gotta get them. Yeah, now my farm is already looking a bit better. 150 to 14. And what I'm doing here is, again, I'll always choose farm, I'll always choose plates, I'll always choose safety over doing random stuff. Why? Because I'm confident in my own skill to convert this into a 1 game. If my team starts throwing, I don't quite care. As long as I'm strong, and as long as because you're the only character you can control, okay? I can't control my teammates. Maybe they just go, like, their brain goes haywire and they fuck it all up. But I can control myself, and I believe myself that I will do the right thing, okay? Here I try to do, the optimal clear where the Q hits both, but I think I messed it up. But yeah, you just wanna focus on yourself. That's the best way to impact solo queue, because at the end of the day, it is solo queue. It is just you, no one else. You can't control anyone. Focus on yourself. Okay, again, not being idle, always doing stuff, always picking up stuff. vel'koz wants to be in a team fight. He thrives in a team fight, so I have to go here and converge my team. There's a big top lane wave coming, but there's some time until it gets there. So yeah, you just join up with a really high range combo. The beauty of Ellie Boy. More wave clear, more wave clear. Not being idle, trying to look for stuff. Okay, boom. No, I'm always hovering to like potential opportunities. We know the raptors are spawning, dragon is coming. We saw Annie go top. We can calculate how many players are on the map. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna push. I'll pressure your mid turret. They have 2 guys defending outer turrets, but no one defending the middle one. I'm again playing super safe from long range, but it's a nice chip damage. So we get that minion from really high range, so I can preserve my efficiency in distance. And I actually go and try to steal this, but from the safe side. Not from the left side, but from this one. Because if, let's say, Nautilus goes beeline there and one more follows up like Fiddle, I might die. But here, I'm just really safe. So you just clear this as well. Now, I know, look at the wave on the Xayah. There's gonna be a little bit of leeway before the wave comes, bounces from there, so I have time to look for something else. And yeah, we go for more raptors. So at this point, I'm 70 CS ahead, which is... Well, if you get 70 CS ahead in your game, like, you're just better at them. You're just... You don't belong in that elo. Okay. So again, look at it. We didn't miss a single minion because of the previously mentioned calculation. And yeah, that's a recall. Again, no lingering. And now I think we buy with this, because we just finished this for, yeah, pure efficiency, banshees, pink. Always buy pinks if you have 100 gold. Always. Always. Never forget them. And yeah, at this point, I just continue dead with the efficiency, because the only way we lose the game is if I die. I'm just too strong. And even while you're traveling, you're always doing something. I have to get to bot lane now because my team is there. But I still take this to preserve highest efficiency. Because you have to imagine these internal clocks on the map. If you've played Quake, you'll know how everything has a timer. And you pick up mega armor, and you're going to have like 60 seconds until it spawns again. Or 30. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, you have mega health or big armor. And they all have their timers. So when you pick them up, they spawn in that exact time. Much like jungle camps. So the longer they stay unpicked up, okay, the longer they stay on the field, the less efficiency they have, because you could have picked it up and then maybe 20% of an extra cooldown could have happened. That very well applies to your jungle, and it's even better analogy. The jungle in League is better than Quake, because Quake are essentially neutral items. It only applies when you're ahead. But here, like, your jungle is presumably yours, okay? So The faster you clear it on spawn, the more gold your team will accrue. Okay? It's not like, oh, I kill wolves now, or in a minute, we will have same gold because I killed the same wolves. No, it's not actually. Because on average, you're going to kill wolves and then a lot more cooldown will pass. And if you do that efficiently, you're going to get one extra wolf spawn eventually. And that will maybe not be picked up by you, but Rek'Sai, Isaiah, like Kaisa, Fiora, whatever. But it goes to your team. And it's essentially gold efficiency. So on spawn, like ideally, in an ideal scenario, you would kill everything on spawn. And you would just get maximum 100% efficiency. Which is impossible, but you operate at some efficiency. And you want it to tend to higher one. But yeah. So yeah, that's why you always want to be clearing stuff. Okay, again, catch the wave immediately. What catching waves and pushing them like this does is it creates this is the thing called prio, and why prio is very good even in late game, because you push the wave and the wave will continue. Okay, now they have a choice. Do they follow you into the woods, into the forest, losing the wave, or they take the wave but give you all the pressure on the map? So it always puts a different difficult choice on them. Also, it pushes and minions give vision, and it gives you info. Very nice data where they are. So they're kind of engaging here. We're fishing, but again, playing on the safe side because Rek'Sai is low. Alistar gets a mega combo. That enemy is just blown up. Tryndamere doesn't have the oomph to kill me here, so again. Did you see the true damage proc? Let's rewind this. Notice how I timed the true damage proc on Tryndamere, just hoping he wasn't going to press R at that very moment, because I'm counting the stacks. Boom. Okay, from 50% HP he died. Didn't press R. Type well play to your team to boost their ego a little bit, to make him feel better. Don't forget that. Very good psychological aspect. Immediately push. And yeah, they surrender. Okay. And then you flash for points. Boom. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game. My CS was over 10 per minute, which is really, really good. And wow, yeah, okay. That's the second cunt. Notice the shirt for this specific video. That's the second cunt up there. 2 good games back to back. I like that. Everyone played well. Good job, Alistar. Yes, they did. Combo. Good job. That was kind of a sick combo. Your early was trash, you fucking dumbass. Your level 1 was absolutely terrible. What are you looking at? You took so much damage, so many auto attacks, you missed 2 minions. Hope you enjoyed that one. 404, not a big score. Get good, dude. Look at him. Look at this dork. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you all for supporting on Twitch, on Patreon. You guys are fucking awesome. I love you, chat. Hope you learned something new. Hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, maybe we're gonna make this a standard weekly thing, reviewing tryhard games. I don't know, if you find it cool. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.